Fresh gunfight erupts in Tingkai Kholen area under Kangpokpi district. Casualties expected on both sides. National Secretary of Republican Party of India Athawale Maheshwar Thangjam slams resolution of European Parliament, urges not to believe the Christian victim card being played by Kuki community. And Consumer Affairs Food and Public Distribution Department says no adulteration of plastic rice and ration provided by government under the National Food Security Act. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Sunday Primetime English News. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM bringing you the headlines in details. In fresh violence, heavy exchange of fire broke out between Kuki militants and Maitai village volunteers today at Tingkai Kholen, which come under Kangpokpi district. Gunfight started from around 5 a.m. and continued till around 11 a.m. Casualties expected among Kuki militants as a result of the gunfight. On getting information, a team of Bishnupur Police Commando rushed to the site to take stock of the situation. Meanwhile, a team of Assam Rifles and Gorkha Regiment, which arrived at the location, arrested 3 civilians. Out of the 3 arrested, AR troopers later released 1 individual who is a driver. On the other hand, angry Mairapaibis intercepted Assam Rifles personnel and their vehicle at Kainau Thongthak area. Secretary of Republican Party of India Athawale Maheshwar Thangjam has appealed National Commission for Scheduled Caste, which is under Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry, to intervene in Manipur crisis, as most of the people affected by the violence belong to Scheduled Caste community who mostly inhabit in the peripheral areas of Manipur. Maheshwar Thangjam met Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment Ramdas Athawale and informed him that the atrocities carried out by Kuki militants affect Maitai Scheduled Caste community. While maintaining that there are substantial proof that the present crisis is created by terrorists from Myanmar, Maheshwar showed a document which showed that Myanmar nationals were admitted in a hospital in Churachandpur with gun wounds. He also said that the present crisis in Manipur was pre-planned and the demand for separate administration had been nurtured from long time, and the demand is not triggered by the recent crisis.
कुकी मिलिटेंट्स टेररिस्ट लोग अभी अटैक कर रहे हैं। ज़्यादातर एरिया जो है वहाँ पर जो मैतेई लोग हैं कास्ट में एससी ज़्यादातर रहते हैं। और नंबर 2, जो चोचामपुर में घर जलाया, जैसे कांगपोकपी में घर जलाया, जैसे मोरे पे घर जलाया, वहाँ पर मैतेई मेजोरिटी नहीं है, मैतेईस आर माइनॉरिटी देयर। इट इज़ द कुकी डोमिनेटेड एरिया। यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट के अंदर है नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट। इसलिए हमारे यूनियन मिनिस्टर को मैंने एक मेमोरेंडम दिया है रिगार्डिंग कि ये जो अभी हो रहा है इसमें मैक्सिमम शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट का भी लोग अभी भुगत रहे हैं। द नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट this department has to take up an inquiry, special inquiry regarding this matter, and they also have to raise a voice and raise a inquiry and raise a step regarding to suppress this ongoing violence.
National Secretary of RPI Athawale Maheshwar Thangjam raised serious question as to how can innocent civilians feel safe when Manipur police personnel are also not safe from atrocities of Kuki militants. Maheshwar Thangjam was speaking to media persons on the sideline of a meeting with Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment Ramdas Athawale. Maheshwar Thangjam further maintained that Kuki militants carried out attack on state police commando in More when they were buying medicines in a pharmacy. Kuki community in More are also demanding the removal of Manipur police commando personnel from More and creating various challenges in maintaining law and order in the border town. While questioning the role of unified command in controlling the situation in Manipur, Maheshwar also urged MPs to discuss the Manipur issue in the upcoming monsoon session of Parliament. While condemning the resolution by European Parliament which called for protection of Christian minority in India, Maheshwar urged people not to trust the narrative of Kukis who are playing victims by raising Christianity card.
बाहर में अभी जो पार्लियामेंट में यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट हो या कोई पार्लियामेंट हो, ये जो आप उन लोगों ने न्यूज़ जो क्रिश्चियन कार्ड, चर्च का कार्ड का विक्टिम कार्ड खेल के जो अभी कर रहा है, ये रिलीजन का मामला नहीं है. वो लोग ने जो अभी खेल रहा है, ये बाद में जब ट्रुथ उन लोगों के सामने आ जाएगा, दे विल फील सो एम्ब्रेस एंड दे विल फील सो शाय इन फ्रंट ऑल ओवर द नेशन. इंडिया में अभी इसको थोड़ा ये इंसिडेंट को थोड़ा हल्का दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा है. ये ऐसा नहीं है. पुलिस फोर्स भी सेफ नहीं है, लोग सेफ नहीं हैं. बॉडी लोगों का बॉडी अभी तक मिला नहीं है. मरे हैं, जिंदा है, क्या है, फैमिली को पता नहीं है. तो इसका इशू जो आ रहा है पार्लियामेंट में, जो अभी मॉनसून सीजन पार्लियामेंट आ रहा है, इस पे भारत सरकार को एक रिजोल्यूशन पास करके जल्दी से जल्दी बहुमत से करके ये मणिपुर का वायलेंस को कम कराना चाहिए. पार्लियामेंट में मणिपुर में जो हो रहे वायलेंस है, ये नेशनल इशू है, ये स्टेट इशू नहीं है. इस पे बहुत गौर करना चाहिए. सो वी रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द पार्लियामेंटेरियंस to act on this and to get the positive and unity resolution to suppress this violence.
Even as government have started deployment of security to facilitate agricultural activities in the state, out of the over 150 hectares of paddy fields in a Maning local of Tera Khongsangbe village, only around 10 hectares of paddy fields near the village are cultivated. Farmers could not grow paddies at the remaining paddy fields owing to the ongoing violence. As such, farmers questioned what will people eat next year. According to one of the local farmers, THANGJAM Ronald, the communal violence has rendered endless woes to innocent Maitai civilians. He highlighted the plights of local farmers as they are not able to carry out agricultural activities amid gunfight and intimidation. Ronald claimed central forces have failed to protect the farmers. Locals said they will defend their village by themselves and will continue with farming without the help of central forces.
Kuki militancing na makoy khun ngak libane na haiduna lairiba bunker sing dagi nomai kapse laktuna akhoi yamna mawong chada bamada law asi sujari bani suraga amadi law uraga chajari bai khoina olakpa chahi dadi matau karam nai ko hingada bano habase adugi mati nungnang ba ma oire lamdam asigi mapi mapa oibiri ba government amadi center gi government anina aikhoibu matau karamna hingadage amadi aikhoi asibu matau karamna safagadage haibadu aikhoi khanahan bama pami athuba matamda irang asisu loisenba pami natrabadi aikhoi lana nomaina palaga sidarbasu chadana thaktana sibadu masana dum tarakpana aikhoi adom.
Federation of Civil Society Organizations FOCS stressed that it is time for every people in the state to work for a common agenda to resolve the present crisis. Folks informed that it will be promptly conveyed a meeting to form one unified body of CSOs and Maira Paibis. Speaking to media persons today at Wangkai Ningthempukri Mapal, Fogs President T.H. Manihar stressed on the need of setting up unified body of CSOs and Maira Paibi groups which are at the state and district level. He encourages leaders of CSOs and Maira Paibi to take part in the effort. Manihar appealed to the public to refrain from mob justice. Fogs had also expressed sadness over the death of one Maring woman at Sawongbong area yesterday.
Ajik thoiba issue sigi matang sida tongan ba maikai dagi maroina MIBN ge maikai dagi local gi civil society ge maikai dagi district level gi civil society maikai dagi apunba adugumba unified oiba adugumba body ema semna nabagi tarukpa dimala duna maram oirkanda ngasi folks na host oijarakanda hadaki July gi within this month sida athuba matamda public convention nama pangthok jaragani haibadi date makti koi fix tawjajire maramdi ngasi sina ahan boina koina declare tawjabani lebak myam gi awabasi yengjarakanda lebak myam gi demand gi matungina tongan ba civil society organization sing state level gi district level gi civil society organization sing local level gi sing MIBN sing state level gi MIBN sing district level gi local level gi MIBN sing hey whatever apun ba pambiri ba MIBN sing khuding bakki demand gi matungina sinjaba sida lebak myam hupna yawbirakanda adom adong gi apaba share do tawirana bagi damakta federation of civil society organization gi maikai dagi ai koi thamjari.
Committee on Tribal Unity Sadar Hills, Kotu Kangpokpi decided to impose a 72-hour total shutdown along the National Highway number 2 from midnight of July 16th. The decision to impose total shutdown came during its emergency meeting held at Gamgefai this afternoon. During the total shutdown, all shops and vehicle movement, including private vehicles, will be completely seized in the district. However, medical service only will be exempted from the purview of the total shutdown. Speaking in this regard, General Secretary of Kotu, Lamlinlun Singsit said Kotu decided to impose total shutdown in the entire Kangpokpi district, condemning the continuous attack, torching and killing of the Kuki-Zo people. Kotu also resolved in its meeting today that all business establishments and vehicle movement, including private vehicles, will be allowed to open or give passage from 6 to 12 noon only from July 18th, which means all business establishments and vehicle movement will be restricted from 12 noon onwards every day. It also resolved that all educational institutions, including government, private and also students from Kangpokpi studying outside the district, will be completely closed until further notice.
The Committee on Tribal Unity, we resolved to declare 72 hours total shutdown from midnight of 16 July 2023. And also, Committee on Tribal Unity appealed the central government to take stringent action against those Meitei radical outfits. And we also like to draw the central government attentions and address our problems and give immediate solutions demanding for separate administration of Kuki-Zo tribals.
Umanglay Kanba Punbalup Ukal organized a day-long public meeting on the theme Present Crisis of Manipur with reference to Meitei temples at Iboyai Masanglen Palace Compound. The meeting was attended by representatives of Umanglay sacred Meitei shrines, leaders of clans and representatives of CSOs. Speaking on the sideline, General Secretary of Ukal, M. Maniton Meitei said, the atrocities carried out by Kuki militants have not only taken many innocent lives but also desecrated various sacred sites and shrines in Meitei community. And the meeting was organized to discuss about steps to be taken in this regard. While demanding punishments for those involved in destroying the sacred shrines and temples, M. Maniton Meitei also said that meeting also deliberated on the ways and means to resurrect these sacred sites.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯪꯁꯦ ꯊꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟꯅ ꯂꯩꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯊꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯥꯈ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯥꯅꯦꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯣ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯊꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯪ ꯊꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯝ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯪ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯗꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯝ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯕ ꯋꯥꯌꯦꯜ ꯆꯠꯊꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯐꯣꯔꯝ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯀꯠꯄꯒꯤ ꯇꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯅꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯃꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯏꯊꯣꯛ ꯇꯤꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯪꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯩꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯊꯣꯛ ꯇꯤꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯐꯝ ꯊꯛꯄ ꯂꯥꯏꯊꯣꯛ ꯇꯤꯟꯊꯧꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯥꯡꯍꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯁꯤꯡꯗꯣ ꯇꯧꯅꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯅꯤ.
A meeting to discuss roles of home guards in the ongoing conflict was held today at Ima Kunthok Hanbi Shanglin, Thangmaiban. Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association and Home Guard Welfare Scheme Committee jointly convened a meeting. Speaking on the sidelines, President of Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association, Yanglim Mangi said the meeting was conducted with the objective to give awareness to Home Guards on what they could do as per the direction given by their higher authorities amid law and order instability in the state. During the meeting, attendees also observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to all the victims of the violence. Under the Home Guard Welfare Scheme, rupees 1 lakh were given away to retired Home Guards and departed Home Guards on the occasion.
Hauji laiba asi wari basidasu home guard personnel singna kari daito loba yabage haibase matam gi sarkar na pirakpa matamda saruk yanana ba haidana adugi su aina awareness ama koi association sillaga tawjabane maruina koi no hojik tawrise sigi ban na ki ba aduga thabak to ki ba singda lupa lakh amam piraga lakpani hojik so koi unity se sine laiba ki dang tu solidarity lagna bo hona bada unity lagna bo hona home guard personnel sing saruk yari.
3-day skill development training on piggery farming for inmates of relief camp opened at Ideal College concluded today. The training was jointly organized by District Veterinary Office Imphal East, District Administration Imphal East and THANGJAM Relief Committee. Speaking on the occasion, Joint Director of District Veterinary Office Imphal East, Dr. L. Arun Kumar said the skill development training program is being organized with the aim to help inmates who are currently taking shelter in relief camps, and it is carried out under the instruction of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister Kashim Vashum, Secretary and Director of Veterinary Department. A total of 168 inmates took part in the training. A poultry farming training program was also organized recently, and 120 inmates from the relief camp attended the training. Dr. L. Arun Kumar further said that the trainees also received training completion certificates, which will further help them in getting benefits under various schemes and programs undertaken by the department. Veterinary Department will also organize similar skill development training programs at 35 relief camps in Imphal East District.
Honorable Minister Kashim Vashum nakan akan instruction adugi koi Sar Secretary akoi gi department gi director singna akan instruction piraga district khudimakta masigi program si pangthok taba yade habegi makhada koi chatharak pani department gi site matam gi akoi gi scheme implement torokpada pairiba certificate training attend toriba sing stage da kari khudong saba pibe yage habdo akoi gi higher authority akoi gi Honorable Minister hoya akoi gi Sar Secretary Sar Director hoi tanarga kai tobod yage hadu koi injan chagi ok loibagi ye loibagi sal loibagi dam koi hana phajana khangaga lakpasu yawi aduga anoba sungang just skill develop taunanaba haidana knowledge to gain taunanaba haina koi pangthok sabani haye makoina sidagi haniraga akoi o loibagi boire ye loibagi oire masdaista makoina khitang kaino oinanaba haidana madugi pandana pathok sab akoi Imphal East punna lili camp si hausi at present 35 lili camp laibani masigi se akoi mathang akoi sa taunanaba haidana pan thami.
National Youth Awardees Association Manipur will be submitting a memorandum containing Charter of Demands to Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the aim to bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, President of the association, L. Lakshmi, said the decision to submit memorandum was taken following an emergency meeting. The demands include abrogation of SU with Kuki militants, implementation of NRC and restoration of normalcy in the state at the earliest.
Internet si athubada akoi hangdo hanjaningi akoi na government na proper screening tawraga internet to hangwina bo na matam da khoi karimata saujaroi aduga operation in tawbiu tawbada di internet se hangdopiu satar gi mahai masing tamba singi damakta and akhoi gi economic condition da hen puthar narakta bagi damakta masima akhoi haijage national register akhoi citizen se masi akhoi athu matam da sanna biu hai basima akhoi ngasai thaga do ba seron da akhoi hapsagani adugi maram sing du su loino mo puthoga igani sumnagi chanahan biu hai ba nataba madugi merit and demerit to fazana elaborate tawna akhoi thajagani.
Apunba Chingmairong today prohibited selling and buying of land and property within Chingmairong, which belongs to people who have fled. Apunba Chingmairong also appealed to individuals not to collect money from shops in Chingmairong area, citing reasons such as contribution for the present crisis in Manipur. Speaking in this regard, spokesperson of Apunba Chingmairong, Arambam Vikas, said if any urgent necessity is to collect money appears, they should first consult clubs and Singlop in Chingmairong. He also appealed people to stop loan and interest collection as long as the unrest situation prevail in the state. He also warned of action against any violations. Arambam Vikas also questioned the inaction and silence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi regarding the violence in Manipur. Showing his frustration, he also questioned whether Centre has given license to Kuki militants to eliminate Meitei community. All Uripok Apex body today paid floral tribute to the late Saikom Sanjit alias Subol, who gave supreme sacrifice while defending from the atrocities committed by Kuki militants. People also observed 2-minute silence and prayed for the departed soul. It may be mentioned that Saikom Sanjit was killed when Kuki militants attacked Imphal West districts, Kadangban Part 1 and Singda on July 10th. Consumer Affairs Food and Public Distribution Department has persuaded the public not to get panic over alleged adulteration of plastic rice and ration rice provided by government under the National Food Security Act. The department clarified that a plastic-like object found in rice is a kind of a rice which are beneficial for one's health. Speaking to media in this regard today at the IPR complex in Imphal, Director of CAF and PD Asim Robertson recounted that CAF and PD had clarified for the same on previous account. He slammed media reports on adulteration of plastic rice and nafsa rice. Robertson continued that rice grains which look like plastic and enriched with vitamin 12 and folic acid are made available to the people under the policy of Indian government. He also encourages the people to contact the department or toll-free number 1967 for complaints on getting lesser quantity of rice under National Food Security as against the laid-down rice quantity allotted per head. Robertson also assured the public that the department has ample rice stocks at present.
Siang chambiba matamda kompang amada siang maru tari nipan soidana tawkhalamgani na khanjai siang singdu lokthokpiu normal siang da kitang khenabani adugi siang ising da tang kuina thamma matamda popthorakpani ma ngasagi akoina semjariba rice fortified rice kernel singdu nain haijaga dorise singda khara kuina ting matungda de khutna noibida sudum powder on mane akoina powder dagi semjaba pot oibnena atai siang singdu di karisu oiroi aduna mayamna mi paiba tawbiganu government of India gi policy gi makhada akoigi NFSA sina samna harbe NFSA gi target si 7% population of state sida napsagi akhoi sting si pina honabani aduna almost majority population si covered ovana akoina public health se hengatnabagi damakta vitamin yawba iron yawba folic acid yawba cheng se napsagi through the mayam da pizabani.
On a note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the incident of looting a house in Maitra Makalaikai by armed men. Keep watching Impact News.
Cloud Pediatrics, an upcoming children's hospital nurturing togetherness in healthcare. Screen the Piriba Hangba posting a Sigi Thabak Kaujari. Interested candidates singna Cloud Pediatrics ki office 1 Singjamai Mathak Tokchom Laikai, opposite Yumnam Laikai Lairambi Imphal West Lakpiduna, on or before July 30 da resume pisan biba yaragani.
I social exam da 10 position tadna maths amasung higher maths da 100 fangna subject topper oibang ngamjaki pumna makasi sir again ITC gi founder na hotna birakpadagi ni amadi ITC gi oza mayamna
ITC coaching center da chalubung tamdagi atai tuition mayamna pulap lepaga masidam matam panmukta pura lai awar pa lai gidramina kayam chakida
sir again amasung well qualified oza sing gi guidance makada aina foundation yauzo hujaki study material pirakibaduna ingona kanaba fangki test obiki revision matam dasu question ki bank amju pb oza sing da
ITC china ai chajibo atogi mati lai lai sugi maramda mateng pangbirakhi.
Welcome to UNACO College Khongman, a co-educational college affiliated to Manipur University, offering BA, BAc courses, regular classes with continuous evaluation, high-end technology-aided teaching, transportation, hostel and paying guest facilities at nominal cost are available. Session begins on 31st July 2023. Registration and admission is continuing.
Avail free plastic surgery OPD consultation from 13 to 22nd July 2023 between 9 am to 2 pm including Sunday, and 15% concession on diagnostic and procedure charges in observation of National Plastic Surgery Day 15th July. For registration, please contact Caesar Hospitals.
Admission open. Langzinga Soba Tabungkok Rotaleba Shairam College ki BBA Amadi UG PG Agriculture ki admission hausare. Lagliba July Kuntramatoi Fawda admission to Wiragadi admission fee Logjaroi Loina Chada Humpu Humudra Marifu Amadi ICAR Natraga CUET exam da Kalaba Bahiri Singi Oinadi Akak number tuition fee discount Pizagani. Real Thangweban DMC Road Center Sigi new foundation course class 8 Amadi 11 Science. Second foundation course class 9 Amadi 10 Bosem. Lagliba July ki tangkundagi hauzaragani unit wise test, mock test, study materials, psychological counseling amadi recreational activities, CCTV camera coverage, neat and clean classroom loinana when service ki kudong sabasu pizari akopu morog damak phone number singas the contact of you.
Maidengu Institute of Aviation and Hospitality, Changangai Airport Road. Admission open for commercial pilot training, air hostess training, airport operations and airline management, diploma in hotel management, Bachelor in Vocational in Hotel Management, with exclusive on-campus interview, placement assistance cell, and scholarship facilities. More than 150 placements in last few months at reputed airlines and hotel industry. For more details, please contact Maidengu Institute of Aviation and Hospitality.
Welcome back after the break, and you're watching Sunday Primetime English News. An unidentified masked and armed man reportedly looted the residence of Water Resources Department executive in charge, Yumnam Bijendro, which is located at Maitram Makalaikai. Miscreants looted jewelry and money at gunpoint from the residence of this on the evening of July 14th. According to Impact News sources, Bijendro was at the courtyard of his residence when some 7 to 8 masked men in camouflage with guns were heading towards his house. It is learned that some miscreants also barged inside the residence of Bijendro's neighbor, Pritham, and made residents to stay still. 3 or 4 miscreants barged inside Bijendro's residence and locked his wife and children inside a room. Reportedly, the intruders took Bijendro's in another room and assaulted him and also accused him for helping the cookies with money. Miscreants reportedly looted 60,000 rupees and gold worth around 15 lakh rupees from the residence. Condemning the incident, Maitramakha Chowkha Thaurang Nupi Lub, MMCTNL, All Juniors, Associated Dedicators, Azad Club, Kodompokpi, Mairapai B and MMWA jointly held sit-in at Maitram Makalaikai. Speaking on the protest, MMCTNL Secretary Yumna Memcha urged relevant authorities to arrest all the perpetrators at the earliest.
Lutpat tauduna micham dagi chen khaiba lakpa adagi laibak ngakpagi namada khulai ma parga migi laibak ta namakanda migi mangak chamta siba lik phawba mullaga puba sigumbagi thawong ase laibaki mapi mapa oiriba sina achumba si kanana taurino kanamain taurino du thidokpa pami kuki gi lalhau jibu ngakadra nadraga moigi lutpat tawjibu ngakadra aikoi karamaina hingdorigeba ngasi sidoira hayeng sidoira khangdraba tanjajida sumaina taw chathara agadi aikoi ji karamba mawongda hingadorigeba.
People today carried out agitation at Kwakaitel Bazaar and briefly blocked the roads in the area this afternoon at around 2:30. People halted vehicles which were plying on roads and checked them on as preventive measures in the wake of the violence in the state. In view of the prevailing law and order situation in Manipur, the Home Department appealed to all sections of general public, including public functionaries, to refrain from making inflammatory speech that targets anyone or any community and to refrain from spreading rumors and making of objectionable provocative remarks against any particular person or community which is likely to create misunderstanding and aggravate the prevailing law and order crisis in the state. Delhi community in Manipur expressed displeasure over the silence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the present violence that broke out on May 3rd. The community drew prompt attention of the Prime Minister towards the issue to restore normalcy in the state. Vaishya Youth Club VYC Telepathy threw a lunch for inmates of relief camp in Government Dance College Palace compound today. Speaking on occasion, VYC representative Manoj Kumar Gupta appealed to the Prime Minister to consult with Manipur Chief Minister and help bring peace in the land.
Prime Minister na wahi amtang hide the base masi apudi taseng na hide apudi nungaiti head of the country masen handagi tha ani makhai ahum sujale ada masi da maru lauta sungang da base masi koi taseng na hide koi di nungai jade ada masi da koi na hygiene ngai se yam thuna matamda asi India ki Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi masi masamak yauraga Manipur da peace laknam ki damagda kanna honaninge haibu wafam se thamjini
engo cookie world se thokiba leite haidana maidingu leise masana jawuna miyamda yamna phajaba message pigrabane masida Manipur ki territorial integrity Manipur ki aikoi ki boundary ye missing se masida cookie ki oiba matamdu ki ningthorol haktakta ngasi bawda cookie ki ityas te Manipur da leite adugum laba ityas leitaba moina mogi lam talak pai se khwai de hena laibak thibane aikoi ki tangkhul gi sininaw sing kabui gi sininaw sing rongmei gi adagi mau maram gi Manipur ki ityas da sago naraga leiba adugum laba chaitharol kumba bada yoba adugum laba isininaw sing sida ina appeal tawjening madi Pitribi da moigi ne haiba lam maset am fawo leijadaba moina Manipur da land tarakliba sida naga isininaw sing amadi tampak ta leiba maitai pangal isininaw sing aikoi amat da punna leminaraga cookie militant sing se handaki lan sida chap chaba para ama tambira se haise
Zeliarong United Committee Manipur Valley through a press note expressed disappointment over the failure to bring a solution to the restive violence in Manipur. The committee also expressed dissatisfaction over attack on communities other than Kuki and Mitai communities. Protest demonstration against separate administration and atrocities of Kuki militants was staged at Ibudhau, Nautingkong, Pakhang Basanglen in Thangmaiban, Lairin Hanjeba, Laikai. Thangmaiban Model Club and Maira Paibi jointly took out the protests. Help continued to pour into Raj Medicity Hospital, Imphal, where casualties of the ongoing violence are getting free treatment. Maitais of Kachanbari, Unakoti district, Tripura donated 22,000 rupees to the hospital. Active school founder cum chairman and also the executive member of Brilliant Club, Naramthong Samusang, Aribam Chitaranjan Sharma handed over the money to Raj Medicity Managing Director Haubijam Rajan during a program held at the hospital conference hall in North AOC. Brahmapur Holy Dal Brahmapur Imphal East today provided relief items to village volunteers and Maira Paibis of Kojumantabi under Bishnupur district who are guarding its village. Mahod Minister Yumnam Khemchand sought the help of the public to initiate peace talks between the two affected communities to help bring peace and normalcy in Manipur. Minister Kim Chan urged all stakeholders to stay calm and strive for peace. Minister Kim Chan made the appeal during an occasion today at Manipur College Relief Camp, where one Lakshmi Pyari Kaisham from THANGJAM Mathak Chongtham Laikai donated clothes for inmates. Lakshmi Pyari made the donation for around 140 inmates in the name of her late husband.
Praja mayamnasu sarkar budi shanti lainaba pranayamna khonarasu nakal animaki saunariba sina khanaba hek leptragadi shanti ji kudakta purapa yadabagi pot amsu leibnina ai praja section kudimakta shanti gi lambi thiminabada duga shanti lainaba wari sabada praja section kudimona mating bangbi oina appeal tawjari.
Lions Club of Imphal East held its annual function cum installation of Board of Directors for 2023-24 at Soibam Laikai Community Hall today. Speaking on the sideline, immediate past president of Lions Club of Imphal East, A. Jayanta Kumar, said Lions Club will continue to provide help to people in these tough times.
Society na wari ba Konimak Lions Club na masit mayong yai Lions Club Imphal Isnasu lupa lising yangkay mga in case ta hawjiki distressed families sing da dan tawki mafam marida atopa 50,000 naman na ko Lions Club na mateng torgat mateng pangki ado Lions Club si always accompany with the distressed labor society ki distressed labor sing sida ado mateng pang na hujiksu mado aham bagi mateng ni mateng su pang na bagi koi thaurang lejari because Lions Club remains forever for the society.
And now to sports news. Unique Model Academy Imphal East crowns the winner of the 62nd state level under-14 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament. In the final match played today at main stadium of Komanlam Park Sports Complex, Unique Model Academy Imphal East defeated TG English School Bishnupur 2-1 to win the title. El Suraj of Unique Model Academy Imphal East scored 2 goals to set up the win and to qualify for participation in 62nd National Under-14 Boys Subroto Mukherjee Football Tournament, which is to be held in Bangalore this year. TG English School Bishnupur wins the final of the 62nd state level under-17 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament organized by Youth Affairs and Sports Manipur. Today in the final match at Komanlam Park Sports Complex main stadium, TG English School Bishnupur defeated CT Higher Secondary School Imphal West in 1-0. The tournament winner, TG English School Bishnupur, will represent Manipur at the 62nd National Under-17 Boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament in New Delhi this year. Before we conclude, let's take a look at headlines once again. Fresh gunfight erupts in Tingkai Khulen area under Kangpokpi district. Casualties expected on both sides. National Secretary of Republican Party of India Athawale, Maheshwar Thangnautan, slams resolution of European Parliament, urges not to believe the Christian victim card being played by Kuki community. And Consumer Affairs Food and Public Distribution Department says no adulteration of plastic rice and ration provided by government under the National Food Security Act. And that's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. Till then, have a great evening and stay safe.
Manipur University of Culture Admission Notice. Manipur University of Culture Palace Compound Imphal is the academic session 2023-2024 4-year BA plus 1-year MA integrated courses